So the question is, what is James Harden thinking at this point? Look, James Harden went ahead and accepted a contract to go ahead and stay with the Philadelphia 76ers for one more season. $36 million on the deal. Then literally minutes after that contract is signed, he go ahead and asks for a trade with the Philadelphia 76ers. Of course, this was all planned out ahead of time. Now, if you're going to do this, you must believe that the Philadelphia 76ers, in good conscience, are actually working on a deal to trade you at this point. Well, we're now 3 weeks into the latest James Harden saga, and nothing has happened with the president of the Philadelphia 76ers with regards to actually moving James Harden. Look, that is the topic of today's House of Takes. What was James Harden thinking? If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the show. All right, enough of the groveling, on to the content we go. Now, James Harden led the association in assists last year. At the ripe old age of 33, James Harden scored 21 points, averaged 10.7 assists per game. Look, very impressive was James Harden, of course, in the regular season. He even had some outstanding games during the playoffs as well. Look, James Harden is not done by any stretch of the imagination. Sure, if he did a better job taking care of his body and spent less time in those clubs, then James Harden might actually be in a position to play for another 5 or 6 years. Look, I think the reality is we've got 3 more good years of James Harden basketball, and then that's it. Look, James Harden was by far one of my all-time favorite basketball players that I've ever seen play in person, especially during his Houston Rockets prime time years. As for where we're at today, the question is, really, what is he thinking? Seriously, I mean, he signs a contract with the Philadelphia 76ers, a contract that he didn't have to sign in the first place. And with the intent or belief that the Philadelphia 76ers were going to trade him. Then we're sitting here 3 weeks later, and that hasn't happened yet. And as far as we can tell, there haven't been any real discussions about James Harden to another team. Look, I'm not really sure what he's thinking at this point, but he could have simply just not signed the contract, gone out on the open market, and landed wherever he wanted to land. I think that there would have been plenty of teams in the association that would have been willing to sign James Harden for $36 million a year plus if he were to go to their team. Look, this whole thing makes absolutely no sense. Then last weekend, we saw James Harden show up at Michael Rubin's famous white party in the Hamptons. And he's there. He's there with Joel Embiid. Sure, Kim Kardashian and Tom Brady are there, as well as a lot of other A-lister sports and celebrities, as well as Joel Embiid. There are pictures of James Harden hanging out with his buddies at Michael Rubin's white party. And those players also posted pictures of James Harden. Look, that also led to the speculation that maybe James Harden has decided for now that he doesn't want to be traded from the Philadelphia 76ers and would rather remain with the team. I mean, at least that's how it looked at Michael Rubin's white party. All of that aside, I still don't understand what he was doing by going and picking up his player extension of this particular contract. It just doesn't make any sense, James Harden. All right, tell me what you think, North America. Tell me if you think James Harden is actually going to stay in Philadelphia or will he go someplace else? I want to hear from you. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet to the House of Takes pod or channel, please go and do it. We're new. We're about a month and a half in, and hopefully starting to grow here just a little bit. For the House of Takes pod, I'm Dave DeVaugh, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day.